What is happening? I am Minnesota Vikings man 28, and we just defeated the Atlanta Falcons 28 to 12. I am so excited because this was pretty much a dominating performance. We shut them out for three quarters, a little over 3 quarters. This, I mean, great defensive performance. Those 12 points, pretty much just garbage points. The first touchdown that we allowed was on a fourth down. Wayne's could have done a little bit better, and then the other touchdown was like, I don't know, I think it was like less than a minute, a little over a minute, less than a minute. Who knows? But who cares about that? So let's just get right into it because we dominated on all cylinders. The first I want to say in terms of downfalls for us was our defensive line jumping so much, like offsides, neutral zone infraction. That was the most irritating part, and we could have maybe even gotten that shutout or close to that shutout if we didn't have so many penalties with offsides and neutral zone infraction. But it is what it is. So let's get right into the stats. So Kirk Cousins did not have a good, I mean, in terms of stat game. He went 8 of 10, 98 yards. 98 yards. He didn't even break 100 yards. Got a touchdown. But, that's because we dominated very early. We didn't have to pass the ball throughout the game. And we also had some short fields at the start. Rushing, Dalvin Cook. I mean, you see the MVP of this game? One of two MVPs, but I would say he's probably second to to a player I'm going to mention later. 21 carries, 111 yards, 2 touchdowns. Amazing game by him. Madison also had a great game for his first game. 9 carries, 49 yards. 5.4 yards per carry, and Kirk Cousins even gets a quarterback sneak for a touchdown. So total, Kirk Cousins only has 102 yards, but hey, that's okay. Receiving, of course, as I said, only 8 passes completed, so that means receivers didn't have some big stats. But Adam Thielen did get his touchdown, and he got 3 catches, 43 yards. Stephon Diggs 2 catches, 37 yards, and Kyle Ruff did not get a catch. Which, a little bit surprised, but okay, that's okay. And defense, Anthony Harris, 2 interceptions. Whew. And the fumble recovery caused by Trey Waynes, I believe. He made Devontae Freeman fumble. Anthony Harris picked it up. So 3 turnovers by Anthony Harris, and he is the MVP of this game. Anthony Harris. I know Harrison Smith better is the better safety, but Anthony Harris just tore it up today. So great by him. Defense. Sacks by Anthony Barr, Danielle Hunter, Linval Joseph, and Everson Griffin. So that's 4 sacks by the Vikings. And Dan Bailey was perfect on his extra points, so no worry there so far. And Britton Colquitt, very good. Long punt of 57 yards. Chad Beebe did have a kickoff return for 13 yards, pretty smooth by him along the sideline. Couldn't really get any punt returns, just had a fair catch all of them. But yeah, this was a great game. I mean, we held Julio Jones to 31 yards. 6 catches, 31 yards, and the 1 touchdown at the end. And that was pretty much just garbage time. And then, of course, Matt Ryan, if you're talking about, Falcons need to come back, they had to pass the ball a lot. So Matt Ryan went 33 of 46, 304 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Stat wise, he did get a lot of yards, but you got to come back. Well, Kirk Cousins didn't have a lot of yards, but we were up by 28 points. What can you say? So, and we held the run game in check. But, also that's contributes to being up so much. In terms of scoring, we got that block punt at the start, and then Kirk Cousins hits Adam Thielen for a touchdown for 23 yards. Then we have another short field with the Anthony Harris interception. Dalvin Cook a rush for 19 yards. Then we get in the second quarter a Kirk Cousins quarterback sneak for a touchdown. Madison was very close for getting that touchdown, but they ruled it short, and Cousins just goes in for the touchdown. Third quarter, Dalvin Cook goes up the middle for 7 yards, 28-0. That was a clear path for Dalvin Cook. And then fourth quarter, we don't really need to talk about that. Just a lot of garbage time. Matt Ryan to Calvin Ridley for that 20 yards. Trey Waynes should have done better, and then the Julio Jones touchdown. But we stopped the 2-point conversions. That's another thing. We stopped the 2-point conversions, so it wasn't 28-14. Luckily, 12 looks a lot better for the Vikings instead of giving up 2-point conversions. So very good by them. Can't wait to play the Packers next week. I know you Packer fans, maybe watching this video, if I don't know if Tom's watching this, we're coming after you Packers next week. We did very good against the Falcons, holding them to 12 points, pretty much shutting them out for 3 quarters, and then a fourth quarter where we pretty much already won the game, and you held the Bears to 3 points. But that's Mr. Trubisky. We're talking about one of the best offenses in the NFL with Julio Jones, Matt Ryan, and Mohamed Sanu, and Devontae Freeman. So yeah, we're coming after you Packers in Lambeau Field, and we're gonna grate that cheese. So excited for next week. Here we go. Let's do it. This has been Minnesota Vikings Man 28, and as always, Skull.